What's up, guys? How is everybody doing? Kind of a little spontaneous live stream I decided to do tonight. To adjust my camera in a second. Be sure to drop a comment in the comments so I can say hello to you. I'll go ahead and pull you all up here on my computer screen so I can see. For those of you that have not met our amazing ball python cactus yet, we're going to introduce you. So I hope you like reptiles. I've always liked reptiles, but I never saw myself as a snake person until we got this guy. I love this guy so much, and he kind of has made me want to get more snakes. Definitely. Hey, what's up, White Into Raptor? Definitely gonna be getting at least another one. Hopefully more than that, though. So look, I'm gonna pull up our channel real quick. And I'm going to read these comments in just a second. Let me pull it up here on the live stream. There we are. All right. Now, let's check out those comments, shall we? Hang on, guys. I will be right there. Hey, Jamie. Good to see you. Here we go. Took a minute. There you are. All right. Let me go ahead and check out the comments real quick. They kind of changed the format a little bit. It used to be a lot easier to just like like you could just click on the link. Now it's weird. I don't know. You have to jump up through all these hoops like when you're, because I live stream from my phone, but I like to go on, oh, here it is. I like to go on the computer when I have access to it so that I can check the comments because my eye is bad. So let me say what's up to you guys real quick. What's up, White Into Raptor? Hey, Tracy, good to see you. It has been a minute. Nice to see you, Jamie. Nice to see you, Buffalo Deb. It is so nice for you guys to join us. Actually, it's just me, but I do have Cactus with me tonight. I'm so excited to introduce you guys to him. He is such a cool snake. So even if you're a little bit afraid of snakes, please stick around because this guy is so cute and he has such a personality. And my mom, Raptor Mama, a lot of you guys know her as Raptor Mama, she is terrified of snakes and all things reptile. Pretty much all, I don't know, even like mice and rats and stuff, she's kind of scared. So yes, he has gotten pretty big. He's a pretty good eater, which is amazing. Because ball pythons, I don't know if you guys know, they are notorious for going on hunger strikes, which of course I didn't know that when I first got him, but it looks like we're wiggling a little bit. I think it's because my table is really close to my stand. So let me see. I'm gonna have to put it down actually just a little bit. Bear with me, guys. And then we will meet Cactus. Let's see here. Oops, sorry. Yeah, that's too low. Hang on a sec. I think maybe I needed to take it higher, actually. Well, it's fine if I'm standing here, but, well, let's try that. I'll hold him up. But right now, our little guy is here in his special little carrier that we got for him. He's kind of been hanging out, but I had to go to the bathroom right before the live stream, so I went ahead and zipped him up because he does have a little tendency to wander. He's a very curious little snake. So I'm going to scooch over here and take him out. But I hope you guys are having a great Monday. Come here, bud. What's my little boy doing? Come here. Let's say hi to everybody. Where's your head? Okay, there it is. There's my boy. All right. All right. Here's our little guy. Say hi, buddy. Oh, he stuck his tongue out. You're such a cute baby. Uh-oh. Buffalo said they're supposed to get freezing rain tonight. We got a snowstorm last week, the end of last week. So, yeah, Lisa's doing good. She is just upstairs, and our podcast setup is downstairs. I was working on that, and I said, you know what? I haven't gone live for a little while, and I brought my buddy down here with me to help me set things up because he's super smart, and he knows how to hook up all the electronics. No, I'm just kidding. He's just really good at keeping me company, though. So he helped me out. You helped me out, right, buddy? But this guy is such a sweetheart. And I don't know if you guys have seen yet, but we did make some merch. And it actually turned out really cool. Matter of fact, I am wearing my cactus shirt right now. See, it looks just like him, except it's a lot bigger than he is. But look how cute that is. Look at this guy. You can fit in his mouth, bud. Thanks, Jamie. Appreciate it. Yeah, so we decided to make some cactus merch because a lot of people really do love snakes, and we're thinking about maybe going to some reptile shows and selling the merch. I don't know that we're able to take him with us, but sometimes they have provisions like if you're a vendor, you can actually bring your reptile with you. So I think that would be super cool. We could maybe do like meet and greets with him and stuff, and then, you know, sell his merch. I think that would be awesome. Yeah, guys, I am so sad. Like, we are just so heartbroken about Brian. Like, I was hoping so much that he was going to beat this. Like, we were praying for him and hoping, and it's so sad, you know, but I'm just so glad he's not in pain anymore. And watching his family's videos, please continue to watch his vlogs, guys, because watching his vlogs, like his son and, you know, like everybody there has just like stepped up. And it's just absolutely amazing. It's like watching him. Like, I was watching his son the other day, Noah, and Jay and Mike, like all of them, and Lori. Like, they're just, it's his spirit living through them already. It's unbelievable. But yeah, their legacy is about to live on forever. Oh, really? That's awesome. That is so cool. We were actually thinking about getting another ball python, and we were going to name him Barchek. So when we do get another male, that's going to be his name. We might call him BB for short, but definitely want to pay tribute to Brian for sure. We were thinking about maybe getting a so they actually have these snakes that they're called reticulated pythons, which I'm sure you guys have seen before if you are familiar with Robbie or Brian. They have reticulated pythons. However, they get really, really big. So Lisa's like, I wish they came in like a dwarf size. So I looked it up. I was like, you know what? That would be really cool. So I looked them up, and they actually do have these dwarf reticulated pythons, and they are awesome. So I'm thinking about maybe getting one of those at some point. I really would love to breed these guys. I love ball pythons, and his personality is just so amazing. Like, I work with him, like, not daily, because you're not really supposed to handle ball pythons daily, they say. But I try to handle him every other day, definitely every 3 days. And I mean, you can see how comfortable he is with me. I touch his head a lot. I touch his nose. I let him lick me because I'm trying to desensitize him. I really want him to be an animal ambassador because, number one, he's got such a great personality. But number two, he's so unique with his cactus that's on his back. I don't know if all of you have ever seen this cactus. That's why it's on the merch, but this is the coolest thing ever about this guy, other than his personality. I love his tattoo right there. And he would definitely make such an amazing animal ambassador. Like, for people that are so scared of snakes, they see that cactus and they're like, oh, wow, he's one of the most beautiful snakes. He's probably like the most beautiful snake that I've ever seen, people tell me all the time. So, you know, like, definitely maybe it could be an icebreaker for people that have always been terrified of them. Right, bud? You're such a sweet boy. You're such a sweet boy. But he's like super friendly. He's a little timid. I mean, he's scared. But I would rather him be scared than like bite happy, because a lot of snakes can be a bit bitey, especially when they're younger like him. But he has never ever once tried to bite us. So, and I've let a lot of different people hold him because I think it's really important to get them used to that, to get used to different people, and let them be, you know, comfortable knowing that people aren't a threat to them. Raptor says, my cat is currently making it hard for me to type, occupying my lap, lol. They have a way of doing that. It was so funny, guys. I wish there was a way that I could actually put in video clips like in our live stream. I think there is a way. I'm going to have to figure that out. But I finally got the podcast set up, so hopefully we can start doing that definitely by the 1st of February. Let's see. I was in the bathroom today, which is where Xena was. We have a cute little rocket ship. I know a lot of you guys probably have seen that on our shorts. And so she went into the rocket ship today. It's like this little cardboard rocket ship. And literally, she's in there and she pops her head out. And I'm like, what are you doing? And she starts chewing the side like of this little round window. And I'm like, stop that. I'm like, what are you doing? And she started doing it again. She thought she was too funny. But then she jumped out and then she jumped back in the window part. And literally her back legs were like stuck, just like doing this because she couldn't get her body through the thing. It was so funny. I'm going to have to put that up as a short. You guys will love that one. I know. Lisa and I were talking about this the other day because so many other like of our friends that are YouTubers have said, you guys need a specific day and time to go live. Because obviously you'll increase your following that way. And people are like, oh, Raptor Adventures is going live. So, yeah, we really do need to try to do that. The problem is our schedule at our office is so, I don't want to say inconsistent because usually we're there like Monday through Thursday and we're usually off Friday, but a lot of times like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're planning to do like events or, you know, go film whatever. So, yeah, I know. I really want to set a time, and I know I've asked you guys before, like what days and times are best for you. And we're going to plan to do that. I'm going to have to get with Lisa. And I know we used to do Thursdays because we didn't work Friday usually, like Thursday night. Maybe we could try starting next week to do Thursday. What time is it now? Like maybe like an 8 o'clock? Does that work for you guys? Yeah, you're so right, Buffalo Deb. That is such a good point. Look at this baby. I'm obsessed with you, Cactus, and you know it. He literally will just like sit on the computer and watch me. Like he'll sit on the keyboard and watch what I'm doing. He's just such a curious little snake. He's such a curious little boy. You're so curious. Tracy said that sounds good. Buffalo Deb says that sounds good. Hey, Lise. Trying to see if she can hear me upstairs to jump in the stream. Hey, Lise. Lise. She might have heard me. Thanks, Raptor. Sorry about hollering, guys. Just trying to get her to jump in here to say hello to you guys. Where are you going, bud? He seems to like his little carrier. I don't really put him in there. Sometimes I'll put him around my neck, but he always finds his way elsewhere. Let's see if he'll stay there for a minute. Okay. Definitely warm around my neck. It's hot. Woo. There he is. So let's see what else. Oh, so Navi is getting spayed on Friday. So say a little prayer for her that she's fine. I mean, she's very young. I'm sure she'll be just fine. We are going to ask them for sedatives though, because she just has so much energy. As you guys know, Jack Russells are notorious for having lots of energy. Oh, there he is. Oh, let's see. So that's what we're doing this Friday. We also might be going to, there's a pet expo. So I did contact them and see if they want some coverage and some promo of the pet expo. They're supposed to have reptiles there, cats, dogs. They have a really cool like jumping event with, they have like this huge pool and the dogs compete like for the long jump. I'm sure you guys have seen that on TV. They do it in the AKC events. So that's really fun. The lady's supposed to call me, I think, tomorrow. So she just wrote back and I didn't get to read the email yet, but that'll be cool. So hopefully we get to do that. And then coming up in February, we might be going back to the Travel and Adventure Show. I think that'll be fun. Oh my gosh, Jack Russells are a whole nother level, but they are really cool dogs. They're amazing jumpers and run. Like, she is so fast. She literally gives Athena a run for her money. Athena is fast. Those two are so funny. Lisa put up this little fence. I know you guys have seen it in some of her shorts in the backyard, and it's like this little green fence, and they have like this other little fence in the middle of it, and it's almost like a track. So they'll race each other like around and around and around and around this track, and it's just so cute. Lise! Sorry. She can't hear me apparently. Yeah, we haven't gotten Athena done yet. We were actually supposed to do her next Friday, but Dobermans require blood work, and also it's been very icy, and she is a handful because she's bigger. So we've decided for right now to wait until at least the spring, maybe the summer. And we've talked about possibly breeding Athena, and the only reason I say that is because when we took her into the vet in Florida, the vet said, you know, she is like the perfect Doberman because she's on the smaller side. She's like, a lot of times people they love Dobermans, they love their personality, they love the way they look, whatever, but it's just too much dog for people to handle. So we've considered it, but honestly, I wouldn't want to do it up here because I just wouldn't. It's just too much, especially with the wintertime. No way in the wintertime for sure. But the other problem is finding a good male. Like, I don't know. We've never bred animals before, and I kind of would like to breed snakes and reptiles. So I kind of want to do that because dogs are just like a whole nother thing. And then you have to worry. The problem with like dogs and cats, I mean, it happens with reptiles too, but like the problem with dogs and cats is that people are excited to get them sometimes, and then it's overwhelming, and then they end up in a shelter, and that's so heartbreaking. And there are so many that already, what are you doing, buddy? You're going down my back? There are so many that are already in shelters that need a forever home. So, you know, I kind of, that's kind of what's holding us back. You know, we had thought about it for actually about a year now. We've been passing it back and forth, but I don't know, you know. There's just so many dogs and cats, especially, that need homes. Reptiles too, like I said, like there are plenty of reptile rescues. And that's also something that I may look into doing is reptile rescue type situation. You know, because you guys know that we would like to have a small zoo at some point. Like that's really our dream, is to live in Florida and have a small zoo down there. But, you know, obviously we have to rearrange our whole life to do that, but that's kind of like the goal. So, you know, this guy right here is a good start, though. Where'd he go? I feel you around my neck. Here you are. Where's your head? Okay, I feel you. There you are. There's my little boy. Oh my goodness, you're strong. Okay. All right, it's a good thing you're just a little guy. It's a good thing because you got quite the grip. Wait, he is? That would be awesome. I would love that. Like, we love Robbie. He's such a great guy. And he has the knowledge, you know, of all these animals. Like, you know, we know a good bit about animals. Like, I worked at a zoo, but my experience was pretty focused on camelids because I worked with the camels, but, you know, I would hang out with the other animals. But as far as actually husbandry, Robbie's the man. So I would love to learn everything from him that he knows. That would be super cool. I haven't had time to really sit down and talk to him. Things have been so crazy, but when we go back down in March, we're supposed to get together. So that would be something cool to bat around with him for sure. So thanks, Tracy, for bringing that up. Let's see. What else do we need to talk about? I don't know. My mom is actually helping us out in the dental office now, which is awesome. She's actually officially retired. So she's going to help us out for a couple days out of the week for now. And I think that's going to work out really well because she's a great, you know, she's a very hard worker. very dependable, and she loves snakes. No, I'm just kidding. She totally doesn't. Cactus, you're not allowed to go to the office with us. Well, you could, but you'd have to stay in your container. She actually watched him eat the other night, though, guys. We're making progress. We really are. We're making progress with this ambassador. He's an ambassador. Yes, we do want to go to the Reptarium. We're hoping to make it out there hopefully in spring, and I'm hoping that also the Legacy Aquarium will be open by then. Oh, that's awesome, Way Raptor. Brian helped you get over your fear of snakes. That is so cool. You know, I think he did that for a lot of people. For us directly, it was probably Robbie that did that. We were always, I mean, so when my first encounter with the snake ever was when I was actually working at that zoo I was telling you guys about. And okay, Buffalo Deb, we should do that. That would be fun. Let's do that. Are you in Michigan? I always ask you guys where you're located, and then I forget, like, as soon as I, did you breed snakes, Buffalo Deb? Curious. Are you pretty close to the Reptarium? Yeah, so my first encounter with a snake was, okay, cool. Actually, yeah, that's awesome. Are you, let's see, are you near where Eileen Warnos lived? I'm curious. Like, do you know where she grew up and everything? Because I really would like to do a video when I go out there. I'm pretty sure she was in Michigan as well. Okay, so my first encounter, okay, cool. That would be awesome. Let's do that. My first encounter with a snake, guys, was when I was working at the zoo. They actually, my hair's a hot mess. Thanks, Cactus, for hooking that up. They did birthday parties, and they did, what else? It was like a school event. So they're like, do you want to go to the school event? We're short a person or a couple people or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I do want to go to that. So I went, and I was thinking I was just going to be helping out with the camels because, like I said, that was what I did. And they did take a camel. So what had happened was they had the Burmese python, is this giant banana, and his name was Banana. And I'm serious, I think this snake was hey, what's up, Kirsten? This snake literally was probably, I want to say good 15 feet, okay? And listen, okay, look, he got me in handcuffs right now. Cactus. Like, literally, this snake was like, I'm not joking, guys, the size, like this size of my head, for real. So they put the snake, like I said, okay, 15 feet. They put the snake around my neck and was like, here you go, and just like walked away. So I think it was probably a joke, but it was really bad because, of course, after that, I was kind of scared of snakes because that was a terrifying experience. And the whole time I didn't know, I didn't know anything about constrictors. I didn't know, but obviously constrictors can bite too. Luckily this guy doesn't because he's a sweetheart. But yeah, so that's what happened with that situation. But I'm so glad that I got over my fear. Oh, no worries. You know what we always say here. No matter what time you get here, you are always just on time because we are just hanging out. It's always a big old party. And we love hanging out with you guys. Like I said, Lisa's upstairs right now in case anybody's wondering. It's a lot for her to come down the steps. She will do it for the podcasts. We are going to plan to do some podcasts soon. They're going to mostly be like interview style. We're going to be interviewing some of our YouTube friends and some interesting people that we happen to meet or come across. And, if they're willing to do an interview with us, I think that will be super cool. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys a chance to meet this guy because he's super cool and I love him so much. He's getting so big, and I just fed him the other night. He usually eats on Friday nights, but he ate a big old rat. And it's so funny, you would think that snakes would really not care, like rat versus mouse, but he totally does. This guy will not eat a mouse. He has before, but he's always very hesitant to eat a mouse, but he loves rats, which is weird because I've heard so many people say that mice are like candy to them. And I don't know. Does anybody know that, Buffalo Deb? Do you have any insight about there? that information. Oh, the shirts. So here's the thing with the shirts, guys. I don't know if Heather's in here tonight. But so I don't know if you're able to see it. If you look, there should be a button that says shop, like right underneath of the screen there. Now that is Teespring. Now the other thing we got going on is our Etsy shop, which let me see if I can find our Etsy shop and put the link in the, let's see if I can do it. Give me a sec here. Yeah, so we started an Etsy shop, and the reason why is because I feel like some things you can get cheaper on Etsy and some things you can get cheaper on Teespring. So I know Etsy's offering free shipping if you purchase $35 or more in their shop. And, you know, we appreciate anything that if you guys, you know, we don't ask for donations, but, you know, if you guys want to buy some stuff, that way at least you have something material to show for your donation. Like, we look at it as a donation. We don't make that much off of it. Honestly, we're lucky if we make, hang on a sec. We're lucky if we make, you know, $1 or maybe like $3, $4 off of each purchase. Like, we don't make a whole lot, but it's still supporting our channel. So, and by you guys wearing our merch, that's supporting our channel. So we really appreciate it. Here, I'm gonna copy this link real quick. I'm gonna try to share it in the comments section. This is our Etsy shop. There we go. See if that works. Yeah, it did it. It took it. And now, so the other thing we're doing also, don't know if you guys had a chance to check out the short with the Valentine's cards. But we made some Valentine's cards, and one of them features actually Athena and Navi. So that one is super cute. And then we have another, a couple other super cute ones. I'm going to actually pin this message to the top so that way it won't disappear in the comments section. Oh, Kristen says, I got up close with a snake at Australia Zoo about 30 years ago, first and only time. So, did you like it? Or did it freak you out? I'm so tired, guys. I'm sorry. We had to go to work today. But the crazy thing is, we got there, and the patients were due at 2 o'clock. It was a whole family. So, a lot of times we'll do that. I prefer to do it that way just because I keep moving the table when I talk with my hands, sorry. I prefer to do it that way, and Lisa does too, because that way it's just like one family and it's not like so stressful with a bunch of different people waiting out there. You know, we had like three kids, and it was going to be longer procedures and stuff. So just the way we prefer to do things. But I looked at the office phone, because we have a special phone for the office, and they had called earlier, and it was like 2:10 or something. And I'm like, why are they not here? So I called them, and I don't, you know, we've had some weather here this past weekend. So she just was like, I'm sorry, we need to reschedule. The weather, you know, kind of has us snowed in or whatever. You know, it was icy, and it was icy. So I can't be mad at her. But had to reschedule her. But there was plenty of stuff that we needed to do around the office. So that's what we did. Yeah, so that's what we did. But it was a long day. I am so glad that you had a good time with your snake encounter. That's great. I don't know. It just never gets old, like having a snake. It's so cool. Right, bud? He had a tough shed this time. I think I need to add a little bit more humidity to his enclosure. It's a fine line, though. You have to be really careful, especially with ball pythons, because if you keep their environment moist, you know, it can encourage mold growth, which is very bad for them. They can get lung conditions. So you keep me doing my research, don't you, bud? He hasn't had any problems, but I have seen a little bit of mold growing at times, and they say if you see that, just, you know, remove it immediately and everything should be fine. And they say the key to avoiding the mold growth is you wet down their enclosure, and then you wait until it's completely dry, and then you wet it again. So that way the mold doesn't really have time to grow. So, you know, definitely keeps me on my toes, right, bud? Is that true? Well, do you love your shirt? He loves his shirt. Look. Do you love your shirt? That's you. This is you. That's you. Pretty cool, right? I thought so too. I thought so too. All right, guys. Well, I just wanted to come say hello. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We love you all. And like I said, we're going to try to get another vlog out next week. Maybe on the weekend, maybe on Sunday, possibly. If we can make it out to this Pet Expo, I got to talk to the coordinator about it and, you know, make sure that all is good. But yeah, it looks like a really cool event. They are going to have reptiles there, cats, dogs, all kinds of cool stuff, exotic birds. So yeah, right up our alley. And I know you guys all love animals, so hopefully it'll be right up your alley too. But we love you guys, and I will definitely tell Lisa you guys all said hi. So sorry she couldn't join in tonight, but promise you guys will see her really soon. She's been very busy. She and I were working on cleaning up the house this past weekend. Like I said, we were kind of snowed in. So that's what we were doing. That, and I was working on the merch a lot. But yeah. All right, thanks so much, Buffalo Deb. We love you guys too. And we love all of y'all. And we appreciate when y'all tune in. Isn't he silly, Indoraptor? Like, he's just such a curious little snake. Silly boy. You're so silly. I love this guy. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Love y'all. Have a great night. And we will see you guys soon. Bye. Say bye, Cactus. Say bye, bud. Bye. There you go. Good boy. Bye, guys.